Yeah, see, even then, it just says, "Welcome to our live show." Podcast BTS. Save. Podcast BTS. Good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So we got the intro, and then we do how was our week. Um, James Vanderbeek stuff. Definitely gonna watch that football movie. Poddex from last week. What was your first purchase you paid for with your own money that made you proud? Bestie. And then people answer this week. What was the most random thing you were obsessed with as a kid? Was something from your childhood you still keep around for comfort and nostalgia? No. Well then, what's a sound from your childhood you instantly recognize? All right. What's the most random thing you were obsessed with as a kid? Not the obvious stuff, the oddly specific phase, the hyperfixation, the thing that made total sense to you and confused everyone else. Maybe it was dinosaurs for exactly 3 months, memorizing wrestling entrances, collecting stickers, learning every Pokemon evolution, or playing the same movie scene over and over like it was your job. Those childhood obsessions were chaotic, but they were ours, and honestly, they helped shape who we are now. What was your random childhood obsession? All right, should we put music behind it? Are people like listening in for the music also, or no? Because those two videos that I have up without music, it goes more plays with music. All right. Let's see what we got. Because we tried Toxic. Who knows these days? I know, right? Flagpole sitter. I haven't done that one yet. Tub thumping Chumbawamba. I get knocked out, but I get up again. No. 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies. I love 1 Week. Umbot by Hanson. Buddy Holly by Weezer. I already used Island of the Sun. All Star by Smash Mouth. Or we could do Obsessed with Me. Mariah Carey. Because you're obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? I want to know. Right? Yes, no? What do you guys think? Like, I'd have to mute the mic in order for us to listen to it. Perfect for Obsessed? Reach and Sagger Boy. Just in a different way than nostalgic 90s picks. I was irrationally obsessed with this random saying energy. What's the most random thing you were obsessed with as a kid? Like, no explanation, just fully committed for months. Welcome back, Menace. It turns the prompt from soft reflection into a fun, relatable confession trend. So if I don't choose one of her songs, it turns into a fun thing. All right. What does it have to do with All Star though? Thanks. What about a song about obsessions with the object? Can't stop thinking about it. Hyperfixation energy. Um, Even if the lyrics are about the love, the vibe totally works for childhood fixations. I want it that way. Dramatic, over the top, longing, exactly how kids felt about random obsessions. Every breath you take, tearing up my heart. Can't get you out of my head. Oops, I did it again. Can't get you out of my head. This toy show random hobby lived in my brain rent free. Perfect mix of nostalgia, humor, obsession theme, comment friendly recognition. All right. Can't get you out of my head. All right. From there, we go with Super Bowl halftime reaction. The Super Bowl. Yeah, we get who won. Super Bowl halftime reaction. Bad Bunny. What you guys thought of it? What we both thought of it? Holy shit. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I didn't even realize that. Hello, Jazzy Mistake. How you doing? Hi. How are you? Um, and then we go from what was your favorite halftime concert of all time? I got five. Out of the many things that I've seen. And then we go with favorite side character antagonist in rom coms. What your favorite says about you after that. We're doing Double Dragon first, And then we were doing the wood right after. And then whatever else comes up. So if we spend like at least 5 to 10 minutes on one subject, okay. How's the Red Bull doing? What was your first purchase? You was like, what's the most random thing you were obsessed with as a kid? 5 minutes on that. What's the sound from your child you instantly recognized? 5 minutes on that. 5 minutes on the whole intro and how our week was and everything that's been going on. So I'm gonna say 15 to 20 minutes of that. 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes with the pod decks. Super Bowl and the Super Bowl halftime reaction would be like around an hour. Favorite halftime concert of all time, 10 minutes. Favorite side character antagonist in rom coms, 15 minutes. What your favorite says about you. How's the Red Bull doing? I think it's doing right at the moment. It's just not so okay when I start drinking it. Oof, she said not so okay. Double Dragon. It's gonna be a 2 hour episode. Just letting you all know right now. Double Dragon's gonna be short because I hated it. And the Wood right after that, it was a great movie. I guess we'll have to find out what. And then the outro, and we're good. Yeah, it'll be a 2 hour movie, 2 hour episode. You do song requests? No, I don't. What genre and any foreign? What? Did you post a pod episode on YouTube? Not yet. I'm live on there right now. Hi, Clarity. How you doing? Welcome in. Say hi first. Song request. Does it look like I'm doing songs right now, dude? And I can't play songs right now. Don't be suspicious, right? Whoa. You live, that's why I'm getting it. Yeah, you're getting that I'm live on your notifications. I figure like we could do like a whole behind the scenes of me doing the prepping for the podcast and how it would feel. This is what I do. But can't play music at all. Marion Miller, hello. And for those wondering on YouTube what I'm doing, who I'm talking to, I'm also live on TikTok. Yeah, Evolution of a Geek. Just go in there. It should be in the link in bio. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. Both ways. And this is so weird. Okay. All right. What's the most random thing you were obsessed with as a kid? Not the obvious stuff, the other specific phase, the hyperfixation, the thing that made total sense to you and confused everyone. Maybe it was dinosaurs for exactly 3 months, memorizing wrestling entrances, collecting stickers, learning every Pokemon evolution, or playing the same movie scene over and over like it was your job. Those childhood obsessions were chaotic, but they were ours. And honestly, they helped shape who we are now. Can I go back to what you guys said? You do song requests. Yeah, for the people that are in here and like, interacting, not for suspicious as people that show up. Bubble letters, Lisa Frank stickers, gel pens, and scented markers. Y'all have a lot. Look, post those. Definitely post those. Hey, Shannon Yvette, how you doing? Okay. All right. So, Mr. Telephone Man. Uh, not the obvious stuff. What is a sound from your childhood you instantly recognize? What is the dial-up tone? A VHS rewinding the ice cream truck from 3 streets away. Some sounds never leave us. Podcast. What? Content schedule. There it is. Okay. What's your favorite side villain says about you? Mike Dexter can't hardly wait. The jock bully whose fragile ego unravels once popularity stops protecting him. You love the idea of redemption arcs, but only if the person actually grows. You believe some people peak in high school and you secretly enjoy watching them realize it in real time. Regina George from Mean Girls, the queen bee who weaponized social hierarchy and still gave us one of the most iconic villain performances in teen rom com history. You respect power, strategy, and controlled chaos. You don't root for villains, you study them. Sorry. Brock Hudson from She's All That, the rich boy antagonist whose arrogance makes Zach's growth hit harder. You have a radar for fake confidence and love when a smug rival gets humbled. You enjoy drama, but only when karma delivers the final punchline. Taylor Vaughn from She's All That, the popular ex whose jealousy masks deep insecurity about losing control. You understand that sometimes a villain is just someone terrified of being replaced. You're empathetic, but you still want the makeover montage to win. Joey Donner from 10 Things I Hate About You, the manipulative model who pretends to be reformed but stays selfish to the core. You can't stand performative charm. You see right through smooth talkers and immediately clock the red flags. Catherine from Cruel Intentions, the puppet master whose schemes blur the line between romance and psychological warfare. You appreciate villains who are 10 steps ahead emotionally and psychologically. You don't want chaos, you want calculated chaos. Steph McKee, Pretty in Pink, the rich friend whose passive aggressive cruelty exposes the era's class divide. You're drawn to antagonists who represent class tension and elitism. There you go. You're drawn to antagonists who represent class tension and elitism. You enjoy when the story quietly is mental social snobbery. Did you? How was how wait, which Mean Girls and how did you like how did you enjoy How to Lose a Guy? Lucy Wyman, 13 going on 30, the childhood bestie turned corporate rival who embodies success without soul. You're you've experienced a friendship breakup that still lives rent free in your head. You know the real villains sometimes come from envy masked as loyalty. The seven evil exes from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Each ex represents a different insecurity Ramona carries, turning romance into literal combat. Really, I just wanted what's his face? Eat like Graves. You the main villain, the main ex. You believe dating history is basically emotional boss battles. You enjoy chaotic storytelling where love requires leveling up. Did you? What do you think of it? Mike Todwell, Adventures in Babysitting. We all know that one. The jealous teen whose fragile pride drives half the night's chaos. You love petty villains who think they're the hero of their own story. You know some antagonists are just overconfident boys with zero self awareness. All right, pop the balloon round. Did you? If they stepped into a dating show stage and introduced themselves with their signature energy, which one are you popping the balloon for immediately? And which one are you dangerously keeping because they might change? All right, Mike Todwell. What the hell? Okay. Pop the balloon. Mike Dexler, Brock Hudson, Joey Donner, Steph McKee, Mike Todwell, any of the seven evil exes from Scott Pilgrim. You never seen Mean Girls? Put it on your to-do list, ma'am. Okay. Welcome to Pop the Balloon Rom-Com Side Villain Edition. I'm your messy little dating show narrator, and one by one, these side villains are stepping out with their signature energy. Your job, decide in the chat, pop the balloon, red flag, or keep the balloon, maybe they'll grow. No backstories yet, just vibes. Let's see if you trust your instincts. Since they're all teens, this is for anybody. Contestant number one. He walks out in a varsity jacket like a high school never ended. Still name drops his old popularity, laughs a little too loud at his own jokes, and keeps checking to see who's watching him. He says he's mature now, but somehow every story circles back to how he used to be the man. Are you popping the balloon or keeping it? All right, Menace. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in. And Have a good night. Love you. Be safe. Love your faces. Bye. Where are we? All right. He walks out in a varsity jacket like high school never ended. Still name drop his old popularity. Laughs a little too loud at his own jokes and keep checking to see who's watching him. He says he's mature now, but somehow every story circles back to how he used to be the man. Pop the balloon or keep it. Pop the balloon, or you think you can change him? And then we'll do a girl one for me and him. I love it. You asking us a question? Yes, ma'am. Stir. I mean, I've been asking you a question. Can you not hear me? Is that what this is? Are you popping the balloon or not? Or okay. Designer sunglasses indoors. Confident smirk. Calls himself a realist, but it mostly sounds like he just enjoys proving people wrong. Compliments you, but it feels like a competition instead of admiration. He ends with, "I don't lose, I upgrade." Do you pop or do you keep him? Okay. Smooth entrance, perfect smile, knows exactly what to say and when to say it. Claims he's misunderstood and has changed, but the apology feels rehearsed, like he's done this before. Keeps adjusting his hair mid sentence. Do we trust the charm or pop the balloon? Solace. Pop. Contestant number four leans against the wall instead of sitting, doesn't smile, just observes, makes one slightly sarcastic joke that's funny, but also kind of mean. You can tell he cares about status way more than he admits. Do you pop the balloon or risk the emotional damage? Pop. Contestant number 5 shows up with big nice guy energy, says he just wants to help, but keeps reminding everyone how much he's helped. Laughs nervously when ignored and suddenly gets competitive when another guy gets attention. Balloon popped or still floating? Who's that one? Oh, that guy. Never mind. In the final round, the doors open and it's not one contestant. It's 7. Each one represents a different type of X. The overly dramatic artist, the brooding vegan with superiority complex, the rock star with unresolved feelings, the silent twin duo judging you telepathically. They say dating them means confronting all their emotional baggage, boss battle style. You popping the balloon immediately or keeping it because you love chaos and character development? 5. And then that one. Okay, now do now do one for these. Um, Roxy Richter. Richter. Okay, the headers. You know what? My earbud. Your earbud died? I'm sorry. The headers. No, Veronica Sawyer also is in this because she was toxic as well too. I gotta back up now. Good. Ducky. You know who else was toxic? Watts from Some Kind of Wonderful. Why does she only have one name? Everybody else has his first and last name. Like what? All right. So I'm gonna be like, Greg, would you pop a balloon for this? Welcome back to Pop the Balloon, Queen Bee, and Chaos Edition. They've entered the villa with attitude, secrets, and main character solution. Pop or keep. Character development potential. No context, just energy. Let's go. Contestant number 1. She doesn't Walk in, the room adjusts around her, compliments you in a tone that sounds nice, but somehow feels like a test. Knows everyone's secrets already and casually asks, "So, what are your weaknesses?" Compliments you in a tone that sounds nice but somehow feels like a test. "Hey, you're pretty." "Thank you." "Oh, so you think you're pretty?" Fuck that. Moonies. Contestant number two. Perfect hair, perfect posture, slight eye roll when someone else gets attention. Says she supports other girls, but you can feel the competition in the air. Ends her intro with, "I just don't like being replaced." You thought I was gonna pop your balloon? Aw, how cute. No, it wasn't that. Taylor Bond. Yeah, we know it's that. Did you honestly think that I was gonna leave for college still dating you? Oh my god, you did. No way. That is so sweet. And then Brock does it to her too. Did you honestly think that I was gonna leave for Real World All Stars still dating you? Oh my god, you did. No way. That is so sweet. Contestant number three. Soft voice, calculated pauses, compliments you personally while subtly planting doubt about everyone else. Smiles like she already knows how this ends and she's 10 moves ahead. Pop immediately or you're intrigued by the psychological chess match. I'm intrigued. I want this. And it's Catherine. It's Catherine. Yes, ma'am. Contestant number four, Lucy Wyman. Corporate chick calls you sweetie, but it feels condescending. Talks about ambition, success, and outgrowing people who can't keep up. Laugh politely, but you sense old friendship wounds hiding underneath. Balloon popped, or do we try to heal the inner childhood bestie trauma? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, there's no healing that bestie trauma there, but we're done. She, that is a trauma that you can't bring back. Pop it, not my problem. Oh shit, not my problem. Contestant number five walks in with a chaotic X energy and a smirk that says she enjoys emotional sparring. Flirty, competitive, might challenge you to a literal duel just to prove a point. Says, "I'm not the problem, I'm just unforgettable." Pop the balloon or accept the boss battle romance arc. I don't think she should be here. She should be in the guys one because she was in love with Ramona. All right, the Heathers. They enter as a trio, perfectly coordinated, whispering to each other and occasionally laughing. They say they run the social scene and loyalty is everything, unless you embarrass them. You don't date one Heather, you date the ecosystem. I'm popping. Are you popping instantly or risking the cafeteria politics? Why did they have the cafeteria? Bye bye. Yeah. Why did they have the cafeteria like all of messed up? Veronica Sawyer from Heather's. Smart, observant, a little sarcastic, seems kind, but you can tell she's tired of a toxic friend group and existential high school drama. Admits, I want out of chaos, but chaos keeps finding me. Then goodbye. Keep the balloon because she's self aware, or pop because drama follows her. No, drama follows her. I'm out. Nope. And Watts shows up low key, drumsticks in hand. The reason I chose her is because, my goodness, he chooses her at the very end. I didn't like that. I thought he was. No, that's so dumb. Shows up low key, drumsticks in hand, zero interest in impressing anyone. Act like she doesn't care, but clearly cares deeply and just hides it behind sarcasm. Friend zone survivor energy, who might actually be the most loyal person here. Are we keeping the balloon for the underrated ride or die, or popping because emotional walls are high? Nah. No, what? We're popping? I'm I'm trying to get with the girl that that I like, and she comes up and be like, "But I like you." I was like, "Dude, you're my best friend." Like, what do you want me to do? you know, I'm popping. Those are very emotional walls. They're very emotional walls. I'm popping. To my yeah, no, we're good. So we'll do that one. Pop the balloon, chaos edition. Contestant, and I won't tell him who they are. I'll just see what happens. That was a fun one. It was stand up. How you doing? Um, so we're gonna change the whole pop the balloon. From what your favorite says about you to pop the balloon. Rom com side villain edition. And like I said, I'm taking out Veronica. No, I'm keeping Veronica. Taking out Roxy because I don't feel she belongs there at all. Regina belongs there. Taylor belongs there. Catherine belongs there. Lucy, the Heathers, all three of them, Veronica Sawyer and Watts, they definitely belong there. So on that note, I gotta change the beginning to we're playing a game of Pop the Balloon. Pop the balloon. Oh, no. All right. Mm, where are we? 80%. Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure. Um, what else are we doing? Yes, ma'am. For sure. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're absolutely right. Um, what time is it? 2 o'clock. We're good. We're good. We're good. What else? Okay. Podcast intro. Yes. What else? Um, what's her name? Mention more of. Judah Leardom. Mm, switch the placement of Double Dragon segment in the wood. Okay, there we go. What is sitting next to February 13th? That is Black Panther, right? That one? Or on the bottom? Before that. That's Buffy. Okay. Thank you for answering. Of course, no problem. Hi. Hey. Hey. Jane. Hi, Jane. How are you? Hi. How are you? Red, are you sleeping? Yeah, she is. This is 277? It is. 277. Um, just finished. What you eat? What else should we do next week?
Okay. All right. We're gonna end this.